Hey everyone. Okay, we have a lot to get to today. So, hello everyone, and welcome to today's LinkedIn Live. AI tools, how and why you should select them for content creators, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders. Okay, I'm Maureen Ryan Blake, and I'm excited to share with you insights that have completely changed the game for what we do at our company and the content we're bringing forward. And yeah, got a lot to get to today. So let's get it. So before AI, my content was, good enough and functionally effective. And over the last 6 months and in even 3 months, I've really dialed it in by taking back control. That's something that, again, if you worked with me in the past, I've been really the advocate, get it off your plate. And I still am. But I'm realizing with AI, it can be the best assistant you ever had, so long as you don't go it alone. So let's get into it. Let me share what's working, and let's get you to tell your story. So I remember I was working on a new landing page, and you'll see it at the end, for an upcoming event this week. And I would normally have considered it complete at about 80, 85%, right? Showing up, good enough. And again, I was just getting it out the door and getting it complete. And it was getting results, but not the results that we get to play in at the game we're playing now. But as the demands of advertising and lead generation grew, that level of effort no longer works. And it no longer works for you. And with the advent of AI tools, I've learned to pick and choose where I show up 100%. Actually, I don't pick and choose where I show up 100%. I show up 100% in all the quadrants of my life and living my life to the fullest. And that's the other thing that I want for you as we work together. And focusing now on my strengths, where I'm really leaning in, and delegating the rest. So the theory is still there, what I have advocated for my clients. However, with AI, you get a lot more authority in what you want to go deep and collaborate with those that are genius in the area. We are looking at the top, the best, and those that want to tell their story. That's the game we're playing. So today I want to share how I use AI in 3 areas. Generative tools like ChatGPT, for elevating my writing content, shortening, and also having, someone else to give feedback on, and who gets what you're saying, at least by the first to third generation, right? Where you're going back in, and then it's consistently getting you. And AI powered design and branding for creating consistent professional visuals. This is crucial. I've gone deeper with my visuals, being more creative and really up in the bar of what that looks like by taking that control. But with AI, I'm able to get the results I've always wanted, but just could not get out of the staff and team I'm working with, because, to be quite honest with you, the ceiling was there, and the resources and the talent that my budget and or just outlet would enable me to come in contact with. AI, you can get those results. Isn't that exciting? Okay, and content formatting, repurposing. This has been my jam from the beginning, and to maximize your reach, make it easy and fun. Okay, so if you're looking to up your content game by niching down, collaborating with experts, and spending 100% effort where it truly counts, you're in the right game. And you're in the right place. And if you stay at the end, I got an exciting opportunity that will get you the tools and have the collaborative fun working with me. Okay, so let's dive into generative tools, specifically ChatGPT. Okay, I use ChatGPT. I ran out of I love The old one. Oh my God. I love the old one, like model in there, the deep reasoning. And I'm getting out these plans and I'm getting out these insight that is incredible. Now, mind you, I'm also working with a AI film generative company, right? Learning my skills. We've just been acquired by a Hollywood division. I'm so excited. Yes. And I'm working, and then there's also an advertisement component. So I'm getting in more knowledge to bring to you, but staying in my space of genius, of creativity, of marketing and advertising genius, and staying in my lane though, and taking the other stuff off my plate. So much fun is happening. So again, ChatGPT is a game changer for me. What it's enabled me to do is to say, I have an idea. Okay, I have now a dictaphone. It goes right to it. I use Letterly for that. And my thoughts are there. It cleans it up and I drop it in Chat GPT. And I've gotten, that's it. The way that I'm bringing my game forward and the way that I've always seen how I get to play the game is now fruition, is now happening. That's what I'm talking about. So in the past, I spent hours drafting content, brainstorming ideas, and fighting writer's blocks and creative block and storytelling block because I would take so much time to explain it to someone else. Anyone else feel that? Of taking the time to say what's up here and bringing it down when they're still figuring out what you're saying to fill the gaps. ChatGPT has filled that gap. So I'm able to get to the punchline without dragging out the details and story of filling in someone else's content bank. It has the content bank. And that's been the difference. Now GPT helps me generate outlines, draft blog posts, newsletters. You see my newsletter come out this, complete landing pages, social media captions, and thought leadership articles. It helps clean that up. Leadership still comes from us, from in here. Because up here, where leadership is, it never lands. It comes from here. So that still comes from me. But how it works for me? Well, it begins with a well-crafted prompt that reflects the tone and style I want. Now, again, prompting is everything, and this is where you get to spend your time, unless you come work with us and we have a whole prompt library. All the things that I've been crafting, all these shortcuts, I got them written down just for you, for writers and content creators who are really looking to up their inbound marketing game. And well, okay, save your prompts. Start with, hey, ChatGPT, good morning. So good to see you. Yes, I do talk to it. And okay, so help me develop a prompt. That's how I start everything. And then you work on the prompt and you save it on a separate page. When you finally get the prompt that is working, is delivering you the results, it's a rinse and repeat. That works. And that will work for you as well. Okay. In our AI tool library, we share prompts for your brand voice, webinars, newsletters, and more. Oh, I can't wait to show you what's in there. And again, we are giving you, so this is where the collaboration comes from. We've done the heavy lifting. We've done the research. We've done the manipulation behind the scenes and figuring out the ins and outs of some of these tools to only bring you the best and then bring you the best and how to work with it to really, truly achieve efficiently, effectively, and creatively what you're bringing forward. So, for example, if I need to write about a new product or idea, I input a few bullet points and ChatGPT offers variations like having a brainstorm partner available 24/7. I love that. But again, I start with that approach and I start with that and I develop my prompts out. Figure out your prompts, cut and paste it, and actually will take the prompt, cut and paste it on a separate paper until I'm really working through with it. until I get that final prompt. I drop it into the AI library for you guys. And then I also then set that for later as I rinse and repeat what we're doing. Because what you're doing for inbound marketing, it's not complicated. It gets to be easy. And it's simply taking one topic and delivering that throughout his consistency, your messaging for that week or that month for most of you. Taking it for how the live here today, what's standing today, the topic we're having here is then going to be dropped into the newsletter with something really impactful that's going on to grab attention. It's also then winding down in my social media. It's winding down in my context in the stagnant post, right? It's cutting up into my videos. It's then coming back to my email and going to my list and saying, hey, look what's going on. That starts with one topic. It doesn't need to be hard. This is where we get to shortcut together. This is when you come and we work together and say, okay, well, what's your topic? And then we do all the background. Well, what is your audience looking for? Where's their pain point? Where is the gap? This is where you put your time and energy as we work together. But this other stuff, rinse and repeat, get it done, put the system in place, come work with us, take our shortcuts, and let's get you going. Okay, so however, here's the catch. Invest time up front, which is what we've done for you. Spend extra time learning the tools in and out, watching tutorials and experimenting with different prompts. We've said that. Once you discover the best practices and shortcuts, the efficient gains are enormous. And also when it comes to tools, right, they're not all the same. What I found that the best tools were written, you could see it had a collaborative of someone that was the outward face of marketing, of sales, with the genius of someone that's good with the coding and the framework and bringing it together to really allow the different learning styles to take place. But most tools I've found is written usually by the genius who doesn't have the collaborative partner to translate to the rest of us and say, no, I did not get that. I've done that work for you too. So real world example, recently working on that landing page I had mentioned before, I used ChatGPT to generate several lines and introductory paragraphs. Gave it all what I needed, what the intention was, right? I was sending that, what the call to action was, what the webinar is going to be about, because it's that for an upcoming webinar. And then I said, okay, here, fill this out, give me some examples of this. And then that's already done as I'm building out the design. How fabulous is that? What used to take me hours now takes minutes. Free me up to focus on strategy behind the messaging. Again, with that library of prompts and tools, you're well on your way to efficiency and catching up. The takeaway here is that ChatGPT isn't about replacing your voice. It's about enhancing your creativity and speeding up the content creation process. So you can devote more energy to parts of your work where you truly excel. Let's have you excel and spend time in your genius and really going deep with that, collaborating with other partners that are in their genius, and yeah, playing the game at 100%. In today's visually driven world, maintaining a cohesive professional look is critical. And I don't mean just look anymore. That's being on camera. The way to get your message forward is to be out in front on video. And that's whether you're leading small teams, you're leading your company, your message gets to come through. Otherwise, you're not leading. Best practices. Invest in learning. Just like with ChatGPT, spend the time upfront to learn your tools or find a collaborative partner who's done the work for you. Explore and experiment. Watch tutorials, experiment with different designs, discover the best shortcuts. Yeah, and so what I would say is that come collaborate, But in what you really want to bring forward, put the work into that. Put the work into bringing out what's here and bringing it out to how the world gets to receive it. That's the work. We got you everywhere else. And again, choose the right tools. Select a tool that fits your learning style. Yeah, that's so crucially important. Whether you're a drag and drop interface or need advanced customization, they should be built within there and really have the breadth and expansion for you to go forward. Those are the tools that bring both for you. Okay, example. For the upcoming event, I needed a series of visuals that were both eye-catching and on brand. And awfully creative. Instead of explaining every detail and hiring a designer for each piece, oh God, I'm talking about getting this out of your VA. And with the VAs, they're paid for each item that they do for you, right? Because then that's where I really want to explain this too. So the VAs came in with the rule, this is a gig job. So where do we need to go from beginning to end quickly so I can go on to the next gig? That's the game they're playing. That's the way that we set that up. And when you're getting, that's not the game we're playing over here. We are going deep. We are going to the level of the highest level. That's the game we're playing. And so working with the VA no longer matches. But I have the solution. Wait to the end, and I can't wait for the announcement that's coming. Rather than settle for work that merely met the criteria, I upped my game by unlocking my creative genius, spending time and ensuring quality in areas beyond my core expertise. And I have to tell you, on the other end of it, it's so much more fun, fulfilling to be able to truly keep going deeper and expanding your genius and see it visualized than simply putting content out. And as results, the landing of your audience and who truly is meant to gravitate with you, whether there you have them or they're waiting for you. It's when you're at your 100%, so you can bring them forward to be in their 100%. That's the game we're playing. Now, let's talk about content formatting and repurposing. That's it. That's the secret to it all. Video, live, beginning of the week, cutting that into shorts, dropping it into a newsletter, incorporate that, and then sending it to your list to keep them engaged and really having them support you as an audience. Oh no, let me do it again next week. That's the formula. That's what we do. We do that with your message, with the right tools, collaboratively having fun. Oh yeah, and always bringing you something new. Instead of starting from scratch for every platform, AI tools can reformat your work so it resonates across various channels. One message, it gets to be repeated across everything, the consistency. And I'm not just talking about channels. I'm talking about the branding in your newsletter, the branding in the email to your clients, the branding in social media, the branding in your lives, the branding everywhere. Once you figure out what your message is, stand in it. And it gets to be easy because it is who you are. And then it just comes and it flows. Because the message doesn't change. It's the message you're here to bring to this world. That's the game we're playing with. So how it works. Suppose you have a detail. Hold on a second here. Oh, that was a lot of talking. I'm really excited with meeting you here today because this is the stuff. This is the stuff I've been waiting to bring to you. So suppose you have a detailed landing page or a blog, which we do vlogs. We don't do blogs anymore, but you do need to have someone. You could do blogs and vlogs because that's how SGE is following you. So I will take that back. But you get to be reproducing because on the other side, when it does come to analytics, if you don't have stuff that's you're going deep, the off the top generalists ChatGPT, Perplexity, they're never getting to your website. It's the true genius, your extraness that you're bringing forward that's going to get you found. That's another tip. AI tools can help transform that content into multiple formats, a series of social media posts, an email newsletter, and a script for a podcast. Absolutely. This repurposing means your ideas and insights can reach a broader audience without duplicating effort. Yeah, we covered that. Why this matters. It allows you to focus 100% on areas that drive the most value. Let me get that. That drives the most value. Your core messaging and strategy. This is what they're showing up for. What you know. What you know matters. And what you've worked so hard. We get to figure out how to channel that genius and have it connect with an audience that's waiting for you. It's just a step in between that we get to figure out how to take it from in what's in your head, dropping it to your heart, and then asking for feedback and being strong enough and powerful enough to keep going deeper until that feedback is something you can't wait. That's where we're going. While letting AI handle the repetitive formatting task. This is about niching down effectively. Concentrate your full effort where it counts and delegate the rest. And I ain't saying delegate, collaborate. That's the word for 2025. This is not a go it alone game. That has always been the power of the tribe, Maureen Ryan Blake Media, and everything else we're bringing forward. It's always been about you and working together. That is even more important now than ever. For instance, after completing my landing page, I used an AI tool to break down the contents into bite-sized posts and email snippets. Well, actually, I am now going to use that to build out the full website. Oh, how great is that? This ensures that every piece of content serves a purpose across different platforms, maximizing its impact and reach. Yeah, get to the point, get your message out there, right? We're in a very fast-paced, dynamic time. However, it gets to be easy because you're just staying in your message. I'm hearing it. To wrap up, the big insight I am sharing this week is simple. Here we go. Choose your focus area and invest 100% effort there. Go in 100% in everything you do in your life. Get rid of what's not working and collaborate with those like-minded and other that are geniuses in their area. That's the secret. While delegating tasks outside your core strengths to experts. With AI tools, you can strategically decide where to put your energy. This allows you to stay fully engaged in what you do best. Be creating compelling content, crafting memorable designs, or refining your strategy. Before I go, I want to invite you to my upcoming webinar, April 2nd. It is 34 days away. AI and podcasting. Turn listeners into buyers in 3 easy steps. I will share with you the details of what is working, our strategy, the tools that we've brought together, and all that you need to start podcasting in 2025 with a plan and the right plan. This session will offer actionable strategies to further elevate your content and marketing game. This session will offer actionable strategies to further elevate your content and marketing game. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Stay focused, collaborate with your fellow geniuses, and let AI help you thrive in this competitive, dynamic, in stressful times. See you in the webinar. Links below. Grab your spot. Till next week. Bye, everybody.